A Muslim joined GodLogic's stream, ready to crush the Islamic dilemma. But what happened next? Let's just say Arabic grammar wasn't on his side. He tried to explain Surah 3 verse 3, but when yadayhi turned into upon him, David Wood, Chris, Jai, and DoC stepped in, and it only got worse from there. Hands, lips, pronouns. And somehow, the Qur'an became a pale man with a voice. Shout out to GodLogic Apologetics for hosting this unforgettable showdown. Full stream linked in the description. Let's get into it.
Yes, practically from Surah 3 verse 3, it says, you know what it says? It says, نزل عليك الكتاب بالحق مصدقا لما بين يديه وأنزل التوراة والإنجيل. So you guys are trying to say that like yadayhi means like before, as in like he, as in like a specific person. What my objection is that taking speaking, it means before it. Now, if
hold on a second, 1 second. So when it says alayka, what does alayka mean?
Upon Muhammad.
Okay, upon Muhammad. Okay, and so what is Muhammad doing? What is Muhammad doing? What is Muhammad doing?
He was given the Qur'an, which was given truth, confirming that was before it, i.e. the Torah and the Gospel, that Allah is revealing it. What do you mean by what was Muhammad supposed to do? All it says that Muhammad was just given the Qur'an. That's it.
Okay,
I don't know where you're going with that.
And what is the purpose of this? You're saying I didn't get your point. You're saying it.
No, because it says yadayhi. Yadayhi means before it, not before.
So where do you learn Arabic?
Did he just say yadayhi means? I don't know Arabic, and I know that's not what yadayhi means.
Yeah.
No, let me explain. All right. Okay, if we look in Surah Fusilat Ayah 3, it says Kitab Fusilat Ayatuhu. It does not. It says like a book made detail in its verses, not a book made detail in his verses. It says its verses.
Okay, what does the word yad mean?
Yad means hands.
Okay, so why did you translate it as before?
Yeah, so what is yadayhi? Just on its own.
Yadayhi.
Yeah, you said yad is hand.
Yeah, it could be male, but at the same time, it was talking about the Qur'an.
It's not male. It's not.
What do you mean it could be male?
At the same time,
what does yadayhi mean?
Arabic is a genitive language.
Dude, we're not asking you.
No, it's important because it says.
We're not asking you the gender of the word. We're saying what does yadayhi mean?
Yadayhi means like before it, or it could be before.
No, where did you get that?
Okay, so
yad
means before his hands. If you want to talk about the hands,
okay,
by
thank you. Okay.
Because at the same time, it was talking about the Quran.
It means between his hands.
Yeah.
Whose hands?
Okay, so you got one thing right. Yad means hand, one hand.
Because at the same time, the Jews said that Allah's hands were tied.
I'm just telling you, two hands means yadayhi.
Yes.
His.
Okay, so it means it between his two hands.
Whose hands?
Muhammad, because it says nazzal alayka. You just told us who's alayka.
Because I literally just said that.
Dude, you just told us who's alayka, who's nazzal alayka, who's alayka.
I said that taking speak was given on to Muhammad.
Okay, Muhammad. So whose hands is he talking about in that verse?
I think you kind of shot yourself in the foot, and I don't think how.
Whose hands? Whose hands? The hands belong to someone. Whose hands?
You shot yourself in the foot because
I don't care. I don't care where I shot myself. Whose hands?
No, wallahi, you shot yourself. Let me explain. Okay,
whose hands?
It says alayka, which means to you. It says whose hands? Because he's talking to Muhammad.
Okay, so whose hands is it?
If I was talking to you, would I say her hands? Would I say your hands?
Okay, whose hands is it? If it's not Muhammad's, whose hands?
I don't really think you understand the taking speaking. The Muhammad was talking. Was being talked
Who's the person that the hands belong to?
It was not. It was referring to the Quran. It was not even actually a person.
The Quran's hands.
So the Quran has hands.
So wait. Hold on. Let's interpret this how you're saying it should be interpreted. So you're saying Allah sent upon Muhammad, speaking to you. I'm sending upon you the book in truth, and you're saying confirming what was between his hands, meaning the Quran's hands.
Because if you go to Surah Saf Ayah 6,
we're not on Surah. We're on you.
No, it's actually part
you're the one who brought this up.
It's part of yadayhi. It's part of yadayhi.
The Quran has hands then.
Nabi Sallallahu is given the Torah, like it says Musaddiqan lima bayna yadayhi.
Yes.
We'll talk about him. Was
him.
not talking about
Who's him?
Isa.
Who's him? The
Was
Quran
talking
does
about
that, by the way. The
was talking
Quran
about
change. The Quran jumps pronouns. That's how the Quran is not
It's
very.
called
clear.
it's called taktilifat. Right? It
Oh, it's
changes.
called what? It's called
It's
what?
why Allah is called the we.
Say
us,
that again. Just say
I,
that again
he.
for the Arabs in the back, just so we know how great your Arabic is. What's the word that you said?
Huh?
Did you say تختلفات?
Yes.
That's not a word. That's not a word, my friend.
No, yes, it is. Wallahi, it is.
Okay, can you show it to me in the dictionary, just so I
Wallahi.
can?
Man, I'm 2 steps away from just declaring a mubahala with you and just challenging you.
Challenging
Because
Mubahala, bro.
this is, yeah.
Wait.
Quran has hands, you guys. It
So-
also
no,
has
no,
a
it
mouth
don't. No, it
and it
doesn't.
has lips.
Because it's going to talk about that before it.
Well, it does have
Because-
lips. You know, it's going to talk to Allah on the day of judgment.
Well, it makes sense. It's going to appear as a pale man. So
That's
Oh,
right.
you might be right. You might be
a
right.
man's got
Explain.
hands. A man's got to have hands.
Yeah, but it's a Quran, bro. My point is,
That's awesome.
Whoa.
bro,
Oh,
Jay.
I love
Yes,
this.
yes.
Wait, Jay. All right, let me explain. All right, okay. Arabic is a genitive language, which
Is a
means
what?
that technically
It's a what language?
it's a genitive
It's an
language.
Egyptian language.
No. Let me.
What does that mean?
It's an Egyptian language. That's
No,
what
no,
they
it's
speak
a
there.
language.
That's what they speak in
Oh.
Egypt now.
Oh,
Stop,
I thought it was
stop,
an
stop.
Objecta language.
No. It's a genitive language.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a genitive language where it would be like a he and she. I
Oh,
you
he-
know Hebrew, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks
It's
for letting us
Hebrew,
know. We didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't know he and
Okay,
she
yeah.
can exist in any other language, only Arabic.
Okay, so what's your point? So your point
Okay.
is that if
Okay.
we're referring
Okay.
to the pronoun is the Quran here, how does this change the argument at all?
Yeah, it still says a
Because you're
Quran.
trying to say that technically yadayhi, because it could mean like a he, as in like a gender pronoun specific, would mean that it would be referring to like the Christians. And even
No,
let's
no,
say
we
that-
didn't
We
say
never
that.
said it's the
We never
Christians.
said that.
What are you talking about?
Wait,
We
which-
never said this is the Christians.
We're trying to say it's Muhammad, actually, who's not a
yeah, that as well.
Oh, both.
Yes.
So basically,
Because
The
not
word-
talking about Muhammad.
Okay.
Because Muhammad was being talked to. All right.
Oh,
why would his hands be referring to him? It would say yadayka, not yadayhi. Do you,
you
get my
would,
point?
you would think that, but in any case, it
Yes.
says musaddiq.
It would
Musaddiq-
say tadayhi.
No, actually, if you want to get into this, because there's all sorts of grammatical blunders like this in the Quran, go to chapter 6, 114, for example.
No.
Chapter 6, 114. If you go to chapter 6, verse 114, I want you to just go through this in your own time and just follow the pronouns.
They change
Follow
all
the pronouns.
they change all the
It's gonna say I, it's gonna say he, and then it's gonna say them, but it's all
Yeah,
referring
yeah.
to Allah in the
It's
same
royal
word.
pronouns.
We're not talking about royal pronouns or whatever you want to say, but what I'm
Okay.
saying is the pronouns in the Quran constantly change from I, him, we all the time.
Yeah,
Also,
that's royal pronouns because Allah
No, it's not just
transcendent.
royal. It also
It's
says
ten-
he.
it's ten
No, it
six.
also says he. It also says he. It's not
Please
just doesn't
don't
just
talk
say
to me.
we.
Urtuga.
Don't disrespect Allah's pronouns. He
No,
uses
it's
multiple
actually,
ones. He uses multiple ones in the Quran. He does. But in any case,
Allah's pronouns are I, us, we, them,
and he.
and he.
Allah is not male. He's not female. He's genderless. Okay?
Wait, you just told us. You just told us that Arabic is a gendered language, didn't you?
And now Allah.
Now,
uses-
Allah, so is Allah not an Arabic word?
What, bro? He's literally a word which means the God, bro.
You
just
said
said
that
he.
Arabic is a
Word.
gendered language. Everything is he or she.
So it's Allah, he or a she or a they.
Is
Well,
he
this is
non-binary or?
Oh man.
Interesting.
They
In
them.
Surah, let me explain. In
Oh.
Surah Layla, verse 3, it says, وَمَا خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنْثَى, and it's he who has created the male and female. ذَكَرَ وَالْأُنْثَى خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنْثَى. So no, Allah is not actually very much like a he. Let me explain. Allah is transcendent.
What
So
does that have to do with
Allah.
what
So
we're
one
talking-
second. So Allah's not a he. He's a she.
I get you're trying to technically very much like.
So when the Quran says that he's a king, we could also say queen and we'd be fine.
bro, no, bro.
What do you mean no? You just said no.
Wait, he can't be a king
No.
because he's not like anything in his creation, according to Surah 42, ayah 11, right?
There's just so many problems. There's too many problems.
He can't be like anything. He's not like creation, so he's not a king. And he's not his hands, but he has hands, but they're not
which means
like real hands.
Okay,
So they are real.
I cannot join Islam. It's just too confusing.
Yeah, it's
I
too
thought it
much.
was it's too confusing.
No,
It's too
no,
much.
you're-
Well, that escalated quickly. From misreading Arabic to giving the Quran literal hands, this video was full of curveballs. Takeaway 1. When you mishandle Arabic, the panel will call you out, and they'll bring receipts. Takeaway 2. If the Quran can speak, walk, and show up as a pale man, maybe it needs its own passport too. Takeaway 3. When Allah has more pronouns than a Twitter bio, maybe clarity isn't the Quran's strongest feature. Big thanks to GodLogic Apologetics for the stream. Check out the full version in the description. And hey, if this made you laugh, think, or question, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We've got more heat coming.